Hello, hello, Bethany here with Just Be Scrap. Welcome. Today I am super excited to share a new product that I have. This will be going in my Etsy this weekend. Today is Saturday, November 28th. I am going to attempt to get them in by tomorrow and have them up and for sale and ready to rock and roll. This is a Christmas folio. I've been working on this idea for a couple years now. I tend to stress in the holidays, and any help I can get is much appreciated. So I created one of these, as I said, a couple of years ago to help me keep track of things during the holiday seasons. The biggest thing, of course, is gifts, like who I'm buying for, what I'm buying for, how much I'm spending. The next one, of course, is Christmas cards. Whether or not I've got them made, because I make my Christmas cards, if I've got them ready to mail, and then when I mail them out. Another thing I keep track of is like home decorations, like what our theme is. My girls and I started doing themes a couple years ago. So this year our theme is like green and silvers and golds, kind of staying away from the reds just because my house has already got a lot of red in it. So we want to go more with the natural colors this year. And then the last thing I want to track is our desserts that we make, our treats, Christmas treats. I'm not actually required to cook because we don't do Christmas at our house. So we just go to all the family and we take all of our treats to them. So anyway, those are the things that I like to keep track of. And when I'm at the store, like if I have a grocery list or if I have, like a decorative list that, just different pieces I need to get still for the house. We're getting our tree tomorrow, hopefully, and in that we'll have to get the greenery. I like to do fresh greens. I did that last year for the first time, and I loved it. The house smelled so good. So those are the kinds of things I'm talking about. As you can see in front of me, I have 10 folios. The first one actually was my demo. This one is spoken for already. It's from my best friend. But I will have the other 9 available on my website, or on Etsy, sorry. But I want to walk you through them. Like I said, this was kind of my demo for how I did the rest of them. So this one is only just an itsy bit different than these guys, but I'm going to walk you through these because this is what's actually going to be for sale. So we're going to set this guy to the side, and I'm just going to grab one here. I love this color combo. It's a gold. All the pattern paper is the Tim Holtz Christmas paper, and honestly I don't know if it's this year's or last year's because they're so similar. I don't know, but it's all Tim Holtz. And the way that I made the book is I actually created envelopes with the pattern paper, and then I also used just a black cardstock and made 2 envelopes. And then I folded them up in a way that I have this spine, which is made out of fabric tack, and I painted it with the distress gold. Then that's what I'm using to use for my spine, my binding. So that way it's pretty tough stuff. The first envelope I went ahead and folded up his flaps and made him just a giant pocket. So he's got a little tag in him. The back I left completely open. So this flap is what folds over. And then the 2 side flaps I used to create an extra little pocket, just a Vellum Pocket to add more stuff in. We'll look at that here in a minute. I wanted to walk you through the actual book. First page I did do, I pulled it right out of its, excuse me for a second. Shh, hush, hush. So sorry. That is my 100-pound German Shepherd. She sees some more dogs walking down the street. Forgive me. Okay, so on these, I took them right out of their book and then just weaved some ribbon through the top of that spine that it had. I thought this would be a really cute opening page for your family photo. Maybe even like a Christmas scene picture, like of your tree or whatever. And then I included like junk journal types of papers. So the papers that I included, first of all, because we have a million things to do at the holidays, I included a task sheet. It's got the little check mark boxes, perfect for making lists. Obviously the blank sheets you can do whatever you'd like with. Definitely more lists for me. That's what I use them for. I thought this one was just funny because I have a weird sense of humor. I've found this on, I believe, Amazon, but it's a checklist. We go a little nuts during the holidays trying to get all of the hustle and bustle, and I'm hoping this year with the COVID thing it won't be quite so bad, but this is just really funny to fill out. Couple more. We've got just a little talk spot with the tag. I did a little stamping here. This is just a sandwich bag that you can put 4x6 photos in. Right here, this is called a jotter, and I do this in my junkers because I'm a journaler, and when I don't use my fountain pens very often, they kind of gunk up a little bit. So I made myself just a little pad of paper to kind of get my pen started to flow again properly. And I do that on here rather than on the page because I don't want my pages to be all yucky. So I included that in this one just because I thought it was a cute idea. And I love the little Christmas bag. So, of course, you have your standard graph paper. This actually happens to be an account sheet. And on the corner of it, I added a little bulb pin with a jingle bell. And it does jingle. Some more blank pages. There's the center of our book. On this page right here, I thought it would be really cool to have this be like your Dear Santa letter. Your wishes, your hopes, your dreams, maybe the next year coming up, what you hope to accomplish. If you pull this little tab right here out of that little window, you'll see a little message behind it, but I thought this would be really cute for like the stamps, like sometimes they come out with like cool little stamp sets for the holidays. So I thought that would be really cute for like a stamp, just to kind of remember. And then here's the other half of that ledger sheet, some more blank papers, some stamping here. There's the other half of that little sack. Another little tuck spot with the tag and some little trim on the side of it. I used the new Christmas stamp set from Tim Holtz, the Christmas card record, so that would be a good place to jot down your Christmas card list if you have one. There's the rest of that little self-therapy sheet, and then I folded it because it was a little too long to fit by itself. But this bottom half is kind of like a wrap-up, so I thought that was a good spot to fold it over on. And then you have all of this real estate to do what you want with. The last page, of course, has the rest of the task list, and then that gray page that you could do like a family photo or something on. And then back here, I said we'd come back to this, so I made a Vellum Pocket, and you could definitely add photos in. It won't fit a 4x6 quite, probably more like a 3.5x6. But if you flip it down, then you have more blank pages to write lists on. So if you need some extra room. And in the very back of that, I added one more little coin envelope tuck spot. And then, of course, my sign, and then that is pretty much it. It's super compact, super easy. You can wrap it up, tie it up. Like I said, this little tag is removable, so if you don't want him getting torn off during the season while you're actually using it, you can stick him inside and then reattach him at the end of the season when you're all finished with your book. But what a cute little folio to use throughout the season to kind of keep track of Christmas memories and like your planning stages, I guess, if you will. So anyway, like I said, these will be up on the Etsy tomorrow, Sunday, November 29th. I do have 9 available, so please check that out. My Etsy shop is just capital B, capital S, crap. And that is Etsy. All right. And I hope that you all have a wonderful holiday season. Enjoy your time. If you're visiting family, have fun, but be safe. And I thank y'all very much. Bye-bye.